You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A Hazleton man is facing charges after leading police on a chase through the city's south side on Saturday night. Police were called to the area of South Wyoming and East Hawthorne streets for a report of 15 people riding quads and dirt bikes on the roadway. Officers observed the group in the area of South Pine and East Juniper streets and attempted to pull them over. The suspects took off and went through multiple lights and stop signs, endangering other drivers. Police caught up with 23-year-old Darian Pimentel Irizarry, who was taken into custody without incident. He was charged with fleeing and eluding and numerous traffic offenses. He was then taken to Luzerne County Prison for an arraignment. A West Hazleton man faces numerous charges following an April 27th traffic stop. Hazleton police pulled over 19-year-old Victor Durand Beard for vehicle violations in the area of West Broad Street and Diamond Avenue. He displayed signs of being under the influence and admitted to police that he used marijuana earlier that evening. He struggled with police as they attempted to take him into custody and was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton for a blood test. He was charged with DUI, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and several traffic offenses. He was arraigned and released on $5,000 unsecured bail the next day. A Shenandoah man was charged by Hazleton police following a domestic dispute. According to police, 29-year-old Gil Ortega pushed and hit the female victim at a home on James Street back on April 13th. He then attempted to strangle her, but released her after several seconds. He was charged with simple assault, strangulation, and harassment. He was arraigned with bail set at $10,000. Firefighters in Schuylkill County were called to a property in Ringtown where numerous structures were destroyed. Crews responded to 276 Trout Run Road shortly after 1 Saturday afternoon for a report of a structure fire. There they found several sheds and vehicles on fire, which also ignited a brush fire in a nearby wooded area. Authorities were called to that same property earlier in the week, where they seized over 70 animals found living in filthy conditions. Firefighters also faced obstacles due to the hoarding conditions at the property. One firefighter had to be treated for minor burns, and several animals had to be rescued from the scene. Authorities are currently investigating the cause of that Saturday afternoon fire in Ringtown. Pennsylvania State Police held a ceremony today to honor members who were alive and those that have fallen. WYLN's Mackenzie Ocker has the story.
Pennsylvania State Police honored the department's 102 fallen troopers along with their 117th anniversary. 4 troopers who have died in the line of duty were also honored since the last in-person ceremony in 2019, which were troopers Donald C. Brackett, Young X. Martinez, Martin F. Mack III, and Brandon T. Siska.
We stand before you today to pay our respects to the 102 troopers who have fallen in the line of duty and to show our support for the families who have been left behind. We also acknowledge the current personnel of this great department and their unwavering commitment, and also the solid foundation of our retired members who have served and moved on.
Governor Samuel Pennymaker established PSP on May 2, 1905, making it the first uniformed police agency in the United States. PSP started originally with 228 men and throughout 117 years has grown to a group of more than 6,700 men and women, making it the 10th largest police agency in the U.S.
Their names are etched in the memorial behind me, but they are also etched in our hearts, minds, and memories. May the souls of these fallen heroes rest in peace, and may each of us find serenity and comfort on our journey in life. Those who have gone before us would want nothing less.
To honor the 117th anniversary, Governor Tom Wolf has declared May 2nd as PSP Day in the Commonwealth.
Whereas today, the Pennsylvania State Police is more than 4,700 members strong and continues to uphold the founding principles of the organization, as well as exemplify the high caliber of courage, prowess, good judgment, loyalty, and entire trustworthiness.
WILF would like all Pennsylvanians to recognize and appreciate the dedicated work of police and those who lost their lives in the line of duty. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Mackenzie Auger.
Thank you, Mackenzie. 10 arrests were made during a joint law enforcement detail on Friday in Hazleton. State Police and the Hazleton Police Department were joined by Freeland, West Hazleton, and Butler Township Police Departments during the detail that utilized various resources such as patrol, canine, and aviation units. The detail resulted in 159 traffic citations, 10 drug arrests, 12 DUIs, 8 non-traffic citations, and 2 stolen vehicle recoveries. The detail provided a highly visible presence in the community that increased public safety and served as a deterrent to criminal activity. A Luzerne County high school was placed on lockdown last Friday afternoon. Officials with the Hanover Area High School said the lockdown was put into effect around noon as a precautionary measure for the safety of all students and staff. It was later lifted when administrators determined that it was safe for students to resume their regular activities. The Hanover Township Police Department is assisting in the investigation. State police are asking for the public's help in solving an animal cruelty case. Troopers in Schuylkill County are investigating the case that involves the charred remains of a pit bull found at a campsite near Pottsville. Police suspect that the dog was burned alive between Tuesday, April 26th and Wednesday, April 27th. Anyone with information is being asked to contact State Police in Schuylkill Haven at 570-754-4600. After a third assistant superintendent joined the Hazleton Area School District, administrators have new job descriptions. Bob Mahalik joined the Hazleton Area School District to become the assistant superintendent for student services on April 18th, when his job description was approved by the school board prior to his arrival. Mahalik will now take on duties dealing with special education and develop a robust cyber school, as well as oversee child accounting, student registration, and the homeless liaison. The board also approved new job descriptions for Superintendent Brian Uplinger and 2 other assistant superintendents. Uplinger will now oversee programs at the Career Center, enhance operations, and promote use of the organization's resources in instruction and support programs. Time is running out for residents who want to apply for a mail-in ballot in this month's primary election. The deadline to apply is May 10th, and Acting Secretary of State Lee Chapman urges residents to apply online so their county board of elections can send the mail-in ballot on time for the voter to fill out and return by the election night deadline. Voters can also hand-deliver their ballot to their county elections office, officially designated satellite office, or drop-box location. People also have the option to vote at the polls on Election Day, provided they haven't already voted by mail ballot. Polling places will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. on Tuesday, May 17th. They say lightning strikes twice, and that seems to be the case at one local mini-mart. For the second time in less than 2 months, another winning lottery ticket was sold at the Hazel Mini Mart along State Route 940 in Hazel Township. A $1 million winning Powerball ticket was recently sold at the store, which also sold a winning Match 6 ticket back on March 7th, worth $2 million. The Hazel Mini Mart will also be awarded $5,000 for selling the Powerball ticket. Lottery winners are urged to sign the back of their winning tickets and contact their nearest lottery office to claim their prizes. Coming up on WYLN News, Google Chrome gets hacked, plus details on the Iron Pigs' upcoming baseball camps. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Vanoho. I'm 12 years old, and this is your WYLN forecast for the week.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Naomi Judd of the Grammy-winning duo The Judds passed away at 76 years old. The Kentucky-born singer died near Nashville, Tennessee, just as the Judds were about to be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame Sunday, with an arena tour set to begin in the fall. The mother-daughter duo had 14 #1 songs during a career lasting 3 decades. Together, they released 6 studio albums and an EP between 1984 to 1991, winning 9 Country Music Association awards and 7 from the Academy of Country Music. They earned 5 Grammy Awards for hits Why Not Me and Give a Little Love, as Naomi went on to earn a 6th Grammy for writing Love Can Build a Bridge. The Judds decided to call it quits in 1991 when Naomi was diagnosed with hepatitis C. Billions of Google Chrome users are being warned that their information could be compromised after the browser was targeted by hackers. Google is releasing an update within the next few days to fix the bugs that affect Windows, Mac, and Linux. Chrome users can manually update their browsers through the setting features located at the top right-hand corner. The browsers will also be automatically updated within the next few days. The Diocese of Scranton will be celebrating its annual Mother's Day Adoption Mass this Sunday. The Mass recognizes all mothers with a special emphasis on adoptive and foster mothers. It's open to the public and will take place at 10 a.m. at the Cathedral of St. Peter in Scranton. Catholic Television of the Diocese of Scranton will broadcast the Mass live. A live stream will also be provided on the Diocese website, YouTube, and across all of their social media platforms. Boys and girls ages 7 to 12 are invited to sign up for the 2022 Youth Baseball Camp at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. The kids will have the chance to meet and play with the Iron Pigs players, who will teach them the basics of the game and help all campers become better ball players. The camps run from 9 a.m. to noon for all days of the session. The first camp runs from June 21st to the 23rd and is open to children ages 7 to 9, while camp number 2 runs from August 3rd to 5th for kids ages 10 to 12. Be sure to sign up early, as each camp is limited to 110 children. You can call 610-841-1213 for more information. Coming up on Hazleton's News Choice, we've got the details on First Friday in Community and You, plus who's leading the way this week. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you later tonight on WYLN TV.
is still perfecting her sidekick, and her jab is just for show. But for Abby, this is a remarkable day, because Abby recently defeated a real foe, cancer, when she partnered with Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital, a children's hospital close to home with more than 30 pediatric specialties. Take a bow, Abby. You deserve it. Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital. Your health deserves a partner.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department, only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome to Community U here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today we are going to be talking First Friday with Kathy Bestwick and Memo over here. First of all, how are the two of you?
We're good. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Very good. Exciting for Friday.
Yes, and I'm sure a lot of people are excited as well, so let's get right into it. Tell us what's on the agenda for First Friday in May.
The first Friday in May is May 6th, and we are going to be celebrating Cinco de Mayo, which is May 5th, but it's First Friday, so it's May 6th, starting at 5 o'clock. We are going to be commemorating the whole Cinco de Mayo Mexican culture. So we have the consulate from Mexico, who is in Philadelphia. He is coming to speak about the history and the meaning of Cinco de Mayo, which I think will be very interesting for non-Spanish speaking people like myself that really would love to know more about Cinco de Mayo. So Memo, why don't you tell them a little bit about who's coming for?
Okay, like Kathy was talking about, we have a special guest. His name is Carlos Obrador. He is the consul of Philadelphia in Mexico. In Mexico. So he's going to come and he's going to talk about what is about Cinco de Mayo. I think people is exciting to understanding why we celebrate Cinco de Mayo in the United States. I have a little bit of version. I know the General Ignacio Zaragoza, he born in Texas back in 1800s when that was territory from Mexico. So after 1862, that was the first time when the Mexicans living in Texas, that now is the United States territory, celebrate the first time Cinco de Mayo. Then Roosevelt called and knew there was good friends. Then George Bush, father, he's the one to say that it's good for business and neighbors. So that's how we started everything Cinco de Mayo. And like Kathy was talking about, we have a special speaker. It's going to be Carlos, and he's going to be very exciting to speak about it. Okay.
That's awesome, and I'm sure everyone's looking forward to it. Now, as soon as 5 o'clock hits, I know we have the speakers, but I'm sure the food and the events that follow are going to be tied into Cinco de Mayo as well.
Yes, so at 5 o'clock, we're going to start with music. At 6 o'clock, the consulate is speaking. We have 2 different bands that are coming, Mexican bands. In addition to the bands, there's 2 costume dancing groups.
So Mrs. Cecilia in Woolsbury, that's the one that's coming to perform with us in Hazleton. The group is the name Tonantzin Dance Aztec. That's for Woolsbury. And then from Scranton, we had the group Comparsa Guadalupana Morelos.
Rain or shine, all the musicians and the dancers will be performing. We have an exhibit inside at the Art Center. There's also going to be some tables with Mexican wares set up, so there will be lots of things to purchase. And then we're also going to have the Zapata's food truck, so you'll be able to purchase more Mexican food, and the Hazleton Art League is also going to be selling some Mexican beer and sangria. So it'll be a really fun event. So rain or shine, come to the Hazleton Art League at 31 West Broad. Is between Wyoming and Laurel Streets on Broad.
Boy, Kathy, you really surprised me with this one. It's going to be cerveza. Oh, boy, that's going to be exciting. Like Kathy was talking about, we had this group, the name is Group Ska-14. They are Norteños Serranos. We have the Mariachi Rey Azteca. We had the group Comparsa Guadalupana. And we had the group Tonantzin Dance Aztec. All the Mexican comedy, Scranton, Hazleton, Woolsbury, and Shenandoah, because there's the one helped me to this happen. They are providing the music, they're providing the food. And then we had the Mexico Cultural Center, Mexican Council, the speaker. It's very nice to have all these people together. And I guess everybody is welcome. This event is free. Every single person is welcome to come to Hazleton. Please don't stop by to thinking about only some people. This is for everybody and work together as everybody. And finally, be for maybe 3 hours together, okay?
Thank you so much to the 2 of you for stopping in and giving us a little insight on what's going to happen this weekend.
Thank you very much. I wanted to mention also that the Pennsylvania Council of the Arts supports the Hazleton Art League, and this event in particular was also sponsored by Bognet Incorporated. So thank you to Memo and all the Mexican Committee and all the sponsors that are really helping us put this together.
¿Necesitan información en español para el evento? Mi número de teléfono es 570-233-3381. Mi nombre es Memo. Y como Katy estaba mencionando, todo este evento ha sido patrocinado por muchas de las personas que nos ayudan. Estaba yo diciéndole a Katy que es increíble cómo la gente quiere ayudar a que pase algo diferente o seguir moviendo la ciudad en diferente rumbo. Y sí, en verdad me gustaría mencionar, darle muchas las gracias a estos grupos que nos están ayudando, porque ellos están donando su tiempo, la música, no hay nada nos están cobrando. They are not charging for anything. So, muchas gracias a Antonio Breakfast World, al Mariachi Restaurant, a Tolteca, STI Hazleton Transportation, a todo el grupo del Comité Mexicano, porque vienen de Woolsbury, de Scranton y de Shenandoah. Y hopefully we can keep making these events. Thanks, Julie.
Oh, anytime. Glad to have the 2 of you here anytime. And thank you, everybody watching out there. Remember, May 6th, this weekend, first Friday in May. Check out downtown Hazleton for everything that is celebrating Mexican culture, and Cinco de Mayo might be a day late, but hey, it's a celebration, rain or shine, right? That's it for Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
Memberships are available at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf. The new upgrades will leave you with a distinctive and unique experience unlike any other venue in Northeast PA. Call Frank Gradis 570-233-5328. Email vccpro@thevalleycountryclub.com.
Did you know know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
at 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
We all need a midweek pick-me-up, and WYLN TV 35 is your home for good news on Wednesdays. All our good news stories will be printed in the WYLN TV Penny's Classified Good News Bulletin, distributed throughout the community and digitally posted on WYLN News Facebook page and on our website. If you have good news to share, contact us to be featured in our special Good News edition. Good events, good people, good jobs, all good news.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Terry Purcell's leading the way to kick off this week's series. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leading the Way, where we explore the backstories of those paving NEPA towards a better future. This week, we're joined by President of Lehigh Valley Health Network Northwest and Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, Terry Purcell. Welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So, we are going to start at the beginning. Tell us a little bit about you growing up, what your aspirations were, what you did as a kid.
Well, I grew up in Monterey City, and I didn't move far. I live in Barnesville right now. My aspirations were to become an attorney, and it didn't work out. I finally realized that I wasn't smart enough to be a lawyer. So I came across a personnel management course, and I decided that I enjoyed working with people and I enjoyed business, and that led me to the career in human resource management.
And where did you go from there?
My first job actually was in Hazleton. My first job was at Hazleton St. Joe's. My office was in the convent, and I was the employment manager there for 2 years. I spent the next 6 years in Pottsville at Good Samaritan Hospital, which we now call LVH East. And then I spent the next 28 years working in Lehigh, Pennsylvania. I started in human resources, and I ended up becoming the president of the hospital.
Wow. All right. All right, everyone. Check back tomorrow night as Terry continues leading the way into part 2 of this week's segment. Good night. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.